no one wanted him. Every time someone walked past his kennel, they barely gave him a second glance. But then, everything changed. Charlie was a small, scruffy mixed-breed pup with big, hopeful brown eyes. He was energetic, eager, and desperate for love, but constantly overlooked. Jake, a retired firefighter with a quiet, patient nature, was not looking for a puppy that day. But something about Charlie made him stop. Little did we know, this scrappy little pup, once left behind by everyone, would soon prove that all he needed was someone to believe in him. Charlie, the tiny pup, was full of excitement, but Jake was not sure if adopting him was the right choice. The moment they got home, Charlie decided Jake's worn-out firefighter boots were his mortal enemy. He barked at them, pounced on them, and even tried to drag one under the couch like a tiny warrior claiming victory. Charlie's size versus his confidence made for funny moments. He acted like a big dog despite his tiny frame. He tried to play with Jake's older rescue dog, Max, a huge, lazy German shepherd who simply stared in confusion. Charlie barked and jumped around Max, who simply sighed and flopped onto his side like an exhausted babysitter. Max did not respond to Charlie's playfulness, making Charlie frustrated and determined to win him over. Jake wondered if Charlie would ever fit in. But then, one unexpected moment changed everything, turning this tiny ball of energy into the heart of their home. It was a quiet afternoon, and Jake was reading on the couch when he suddenly heard a strange noise, a mix of tiny growls and heavy, amused huffs. He looked up to see Charlie tugging on Max's ear. Instead of ignoring him this time, Max playfully nudged him back with his nose. Max slowly stood up, towering over Charlie. For a moment, it seemed like he might walk away, but then he pounced. Charlie yelped in surprise and zoomed across the living room, his tiny legs moving at lightning speed. Max chased him, his huge paws thudding against the floor, but he was careful not to catch him too soon. For the first time, Max was not just tolerating Charlie, he was playing with him. That night, Charlie curled up beside Max for the first time. Instead of moving away, Max sighed and let him stay. Jake noticed Max subtly shifting his paw over Charlie, like a big brother keeping his little siblings safe. From that moment on, they were inseparable. But what happened next proved that their bond was even stronger than we ever imagined. The house transformed into a playground, morning zoomies, surprise sneak attacks, and lots of tail chasing. Charlie, despite his tiny size, declared himself the boss and stole Max's toys, dragging them away triumphantly. Max, ever the gentle giant, pretended to be defeated when Charlie tugged on a rope. But the moment Charlie turned away, Max playfully swiped it back, sending Charlie tumbling over. Charlie quickly learned that his tiny size gave him an advantage. His favourite trick was hiding under the couch, where Max could not reach him. Max poked his giant nose under the couch, huffing in frustration as Charlie peeked out, wagging his tail mischievously. Sometimes, Charlie got too excited and forgot to stay hidden, leaping out with a triumphant bark, only for Max to gently boop him back into hiding. Every night, Charlie refused to sleep in his own bed and instead burrowed into Max's fluffy side. At first, Max used to move away, but now he instinctively curled around Charlie, resting his big chin protectively over his tiny friend. The once awkward and hesitant pair was now inseparable, their bond growing stronger with each passing day. But little did we know, their friendship was about to be put to the ultimate test, one that would prove just how deep their connection truly was. Just when we thought Max and Charlie had settled into their perfect friendship, life threw an unexpected twist our way. One evening, we heard soft whimpering outside our door. A tiny, shivering kitten had somehow found its way to our porch. Charlie was immediately curious, his tail wagging furiously, while Max stood back, eyeing the little creature cautiously. Charlie, who had once been the small, needy one, suddenly took on the role of big brother. He bounced around excitedly, trying to play with the kitten, while Max stayed still, as if trying to figure out if they were gaining another tiny troublemaker. The kitten, timid at first, hesitantly pawed at Charlie, but instead of pouncing like he did with Max, Charlie was surprisingly gentle. Would Max accept this tiny new member, or would their perfect duo be thrown off balance? We had no idea, but what happened next left us completely speechless. Looking back, it is hard to believe how much things have changed. Max, the once cautious giant, now naps peacefully with the tiny kitten curled up against him. Charlie, who started as the playful troublemaker, has taken on the role of a gentle protector, always keeping an eye on his little sister. Their bond is a reminder that friendship is not about size, species, or first impressions. It is about love, patience, and growing together. Seeing them all cuddled up, playing together, and looking out for one another makes our home feel warmer and happier than ever. We never planned for this little trio, but sometimes the best things in life come as unexpected surprises. Max, Charlie, and the kitten may have started as strangers, but now they are family. If you loved this heartwarming story, do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We cannot wait to share more incredible animal friendships with you.